would definitely say like my early teachings, I grew up on Long Island, but I got an older brother and an older sister too. They live in the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? And I spent a lot of time there. So the way it goes is pretty much, my older brother was like super duper involved in hip hop, like as far as like DJing. And so like all the early stuff that I heard, it came from him. It was Public Enemy, it was Cool G Rap and DJ Polo, and it was Gangstar. And, that was what it was. And I think him instilling those things in me at a very young age. We had a father. Our father wasn't necessarily in our lives like we wanted him to be. I'll just leave it like that. And I think he kind of put hip hop into my life to kind of shelter me from that. And it was a way for us to bond. You know what I'm saying? It was a way for us to bond with being so different. So such a big difference in age. I mean, when I was born, he was a grown man already. You understand what I'm saying? So but that was a way for him to like kind of bond with me. And he really, he took me around the Bronx. He showed me Bronx River houses, where he showed me where they used to do park jams. He showed me all of these different things. He took me with him all the time when he would go shopping for vinyl and all these different things. So I had, even though I never took up DJing, it's like I had so much early knowledge of like what this thing is really about. Like it not just being what you see on the surface, it really being about a struggle and the struggle and the expression of that struggle. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think that caused me to form like a real love for this, because that's the thing with this music stuff, like especially with rap and hip hop, there's so much politics and so much nonsense that's involved in it that you have to love it. It's so demanding that you have to love it in order to stay in this long enough to really make something of yourself. You have to love it. If you don't love it, you're gonna quit. You're not gonna put up with this, unless you have it's just like a woman. It's like if you kind of like her and she gets on your nerves, you'll probably get rid of her. You know what I'm saying? But if you love her to death, you're gonna put up with a lot more. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the way I look at hip hop. It's like that's the way I look at hip hop. It's like you have to be in love with this thing in order to make something like yourself. And I just feel like, he used to put me on the spot and just make me freestyle for his friends. And he was like, yo, I'm going to beat you up if you don't do it. Like that kind of stuff, we're going to beat you up if you don't do it. Like that kind of stuff. And I would just pick up the mic and know to go crazy and figure out something to say or whatever. And that type of pressure. And even my manager now, when I first got with my manager, shout out to my manager, Digital. When I first started working with him, he would take me to a studio, not tell me who's there or whatever. And I walk in and PMD is sitting there. From EPMD is sitting there. And they want a verse from me and they want it in 10, 15 minutes. You understand what I'm saying? Like that kind of, you can't create those kind of situations. It's just like, and I think, and I thank them for that, because it made me where nothing really gets under my skin. Nothing really breaks me or has me shook up, because I've been through a lot. I've been through those high pressure situations. I always have that confidence in myself,